right, we are back. Personal Healthcare Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves, taking your health to a higher level, flying up there on the mythical horse named Pegasus. And watch out, because if you fall off Pegasus, it's going to be a real long fall down. I'm saying this because fall is coming. That's right. So today's show is fall back into health. Hopefully don't fall off the horse. If you do fall off the horse, get back up on the horse, okay? Come riding with us. It's more fun up here. Better air whenever you're up on Pegasus, by the way. Much nicer up here. No smog. Yeah, today it's all me. This is a solo show, so you get to listen to me talk about you getting healthy in the fall. So a couple things before we get going here. ClintFuquay.com. I got new stuff on there. ClintsPrograms.com. We're going to get some new stuff up on that for the fall as well. All kinds of brand new stuff for the fall. PersonalHealthCareReform.com as well. Going to get some new stuff up there also. And, of course, before we get into the health and the news and everything, realize I'm pulling all this directly off the Facebook page for Personal Health Care Reform. So go check that out. Go like it. Go talk with me on there. So look me up on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Google+, LinkedIn for business stuff. All those links are on ClintFuquay.com and PersonalHealthCareReform.com. That way you can quickly go in there and click it, like it, and follow and pin with me and everything else. And also one other thing, the last show that I had with Fine Fitness Pros. Well, I've got an awesome page on there as well. So if you're looking for a health and wellness professional anywhere in the U.S., go check them out. If you're in Dallas, check me out. Speaking of, I never talked about my club, so I'm going. This is all me today, so I'm going to do some self promo. Bear with me. So I've got two clubs I work with here in Dallas. One of them is the Studio. I've been there since 2007. Okay, been there for a while. So 635 in Preston. Come by, check me out there. And that club is opening another new club very, very soon. Called Iron Pro Gym. So if you are into lifting heavily, that is going to be the new place to go starting in October. Okay, so throwing it out there over the airwaves, or the net waves more specifically, for you to hear about. And so I'll talk more about that coming up in October when that one opens up. And, of course, PhysioFit, that's new one that I'm working with. I've been there for a couple months now. Great place over there. A little different environment. We do a lot of prehab, post-rehab, working with a few different athletes, any and all different age groups. We do a lot of small group training. So if you want to bring like a group of 3 to 5 people in there and do some small group training, that's what we do a lot of there, okay? And, of course, we do the Silver Sneakers program. We get some children's programs, stuff like that going. And corporate wellness. So if you need you need a corporate wellness program, okay? I'm going to quit joking about that. You have to have one specifically starting next year. If you don't have one, guess what? Penalties and fines are coming up. We'll talk about that in a couple of shows. So I help run the corporate wellness program over at PhysioFit. It's a full-scale 3-tier program, which means it is fully HIPAA compliant, it's ACA compliant. We've done a really good job with that over there. So if you are a small business specifically, my little program where I was working with, want to work with companies under 50 employees, anything under 100 employees. If you have 99 employees or less, contact me to get on board with PhysioFit and our corporate wellness program. Even if you have a corporate wellness program, okay, if you don't have a fitness and education component built into that, you need to see us, okay? You've got to have all this stuff to be compliant with the ACA, all right? Or have your HR people contact us. Either way, that's what I got going on there. Those are the clubs I'm working with, okay? And there's tons of independent clubs around Dallas. But once again, Fine Fitness Pros, awesome service there. Check out my page on there, and then check out other people's pages as well, and clubs too. So all the health clubs out there, all the small independents, I'm with you. I'm there for you. Call me up, contact me, or listen to that last show. Contact them to get yourself up there, highly ranked in Google, so you can be found. Because if you're not found, guess what? Nobody's going to show up. Okay. If you build it, they will not come. They're only going to come if they find you on Google or YouTube or Fine Fitness Pros. Anyway, okay. So there's that. And, of course, I've got the rest of my health partners, MedCall Pro. That show is coming up very soon, so listen up for that one in October
from MedCall Pro. They got brand new services coming up. Also, Ulta lab tests. For any and all lab tests that you need to get done, check them out. 28% off everything. Go to clintfuquay.com to check out the deals on that. I'm telling you, phenomenal service. With or without insurance, doesn't matter. You set it up. It's your deal. You run it, okay? Human, helping unite mankind and nutrition. Speaking of corporate wellness, if you don't have a food program for your employees, or if you just go out and randomly buy snacks or donuts and candies and stuff like that, you need to contact Human, or actually you need to contact me so I can get you in touch with Human so we can get you out of that death spiral of inhumane foods for your people, okay? Take care of your people. They'll take care of you and take care of your bottom line. That way everybody gets Christmas bonuses. Because Christmas is coming up, and everybody loves a Christmas bonus, don't they? Yes, they do. Icon Meals. Awesome food. Best food you're going to get that is pre-made, sent to you, made for you specifically. So you go in there, you fill out your profile. They make the food for you, exactly how you need it. So if you got diabetes, you got gluten intolerance, you got any kind of food allergy, anything going on, or if you just want to look good, doesn't matter. Check them out. Icon Meals. Use code CBFIT for 10% off there. And of course, Kinesi. I'm wearing some Kinesi right now. I always do. Love this stuff. Okay, gets better with every wash. So Active Cotton, incredible stuff. It's still hot out there, but the fall's coming. So you need something that's going to help you transition through the climates. I'm telling you, this is. Think about the best cotton shirt you've ever worn in your life. Now amplify that by 100. Okay, that's how good this stuff is, and you can work out in it. Okay, and last but not least, ID Life. We got brand new stuff coming up. I'll tell you all about that later on in September. We're going to have some brand new products coming out, huge national convention, all that stuff. So brand new stuff coming out from them. We're going to have some new partners we're going to announce, some new partnerships that are being announced, and everything else. But the main thing is fall is coming. So if you're already taking your ID Nutrition, awesome, good job. Go update your status on there, okay? Go back on, do your assessment, run back through, make sure everything is correct on there. That way you're getting the blend that you need, and update it for the fall. This way you get the vitamin D that you need and everything else and all that stuff coming up. Because, fall's around the corner. Just to make you aware of that. I'm telling you, man, it's awesome. We're up to over 3 million potential different formulations in that system. Yeah, name me one other company in the world that does that. Go ahead, I'll keep listening. I'll be listening for the next couple of years. You know why? Because you're not going to be able to tell me any of them. Because they don't. All right, so into health in the news. Tons of stuff going on in health and news, and this is all going to roll into the main segment, which is falling back into health. So listen up quickly. Starting off with some ACA news, okay? The VA. VA is back in trouble again. Errors are up all across the system. And are they checking up on these errors? Are they doing anything about these errors? No, they're doing jack with them, okay? I'm not happy. Nobody's happy with it. VA is not running as it should be running. It's... I could do a whole show on how not happy I am with this whole situation. Either way, contact your senator, your congressman, everybody. Tell them no. Let them know that you're not happy with what's going on with the VA. Get that system corrected, okay? It should be running like clockwork. Let the military handle it. They'll run it right, okay? Next up, Blue Cross Blue Shields. They are leaving New Mexico. That's right. Adios. Adios, amigos. We're out. You know why? Because they lost... I don't want to give the number. It's a scary, stupid high number. It's the reason why they're leaving, okay? They're walking out. Same reason Blue Cross Blue Shields is not going to do individual insurance in Texas anymore. That's right. They'll still do group and company policies, but individual, they're out. They're gone. Done. Because they are losing money hand over fist. Thank you, ACA. Okay, that's all the bashing I'm going to do on that right now. I got a whole another 2 shows of bashing we're going to do on the ACA. Get ready for it. So, big stuff in health and news. Melatonin. Okay, melatonin. You think of it for take that before you go to bed. It helps you sleep. Okay, it's great stuff. It's also a huge antioxidant. They're showing that it helps reduce breast cancer. That's right. Helps reduce breast cancer. You know why? Because it reduces aromatization in the system, which is great for both guys and girls. Okay? So, if you're not sleeping well at night, you probably need to get some melatonin so you'll sleep better. so you'll have less aromatization, you'll feel better, you'll look better, you won't have breast cancer, potentially. Okay, so tons of great stuff coming out about that. Also, lack of sleep. Cold and flu season's coming up, people. So if you lose even an hour's sleep a night, guess what? Your chances of getting a cold and flu go up 15% for every hour that you lose every night. Go ahead, add it up. So if you had a cold or flu last year, yeah, you need some sleep. Probably so. High protein diets. Everybody's been hating on the high protein diets lately, or some people love them. Either way, high protein equals healthy hearts. So they've been doing quite a few studies on this, looking at it. Basically, if you're eating a high protein diet, you know your heart is a big lump of protein, right? You know, it's a big muscle, pumps all day long, 24/7, 365. It never stops. You might want to feed it and give it what it's made out of. Okay. And we're talking about good quality, lean meats. Okay, so if you're going to do some red meat, you better be some grass-fed. That's right, that cow better been munching on some grass. That way, technically, you're munching on grass. Okay, transference of energy. That's how it works. We can't digest the grass; they can. That's how we get it. All right. Antidepressants. Fall's coming up. A lot of people end up going on antidepressants because of fall time stuff. You got all the family stuff. You got seasonal issues. You got the fall itself. It gets cold and rainy and cloudy and all that stuff. And you got seasonal depression, stuff like that. Guess what? The people that give those things out to you, they don't really know how they work. In fact, the people that came up with them don't even really know how they work. They have some theories on how they work, yet they've been prescribing these things. 1 out of 10 people in the U.S. is walking around on an antidepressant that's being given to them by people that really don't even know how they work. Interesting, isn't it? So, before you make that leap, which there are people that do need to go on antidepressants, okay, I'm not going to say that they should never be used. I'm just saying that maybe 10% of the nation is a high number. Maybe like 0.01% should really be on there. Otherwise, diet, exercise, do the things you're supposed to do to help yourself be healthy. That will help get you off those things when you really shouldn't even be on them most of the time. So there's my rant on that. Either way, go to the Facebook page. Long, huge, epic article on that from a very, very good medical site, by the way. Okay, so definitely read through that. Antibiotics. New for antibiotics because, well, there's going to be people taking antibiotics left and right. Why? Because it's fall time. You have sinus stuff going on. So antibiotics are shown to be linked to type 2 diabetes instance. That's right. You know why? Because they kill off bacteria. If you kill off enough good bacteria in your gut, what happens? You get an overdose of bad bacteria. You get bad bacteria, bad stuff happens. So, if you're taking antibiotics all the time, it's time to reevaluate your situation. Especially if you're eating some GMO foods. You know, the whole GMO debate's been going on. It is now a known quantity, that quite a few of these GMO foods are now causing bacterial growth in your gut, and also causing you to produce some neurotoxins, which are not good. So they're basically changing how your gut works and what it produces and everything else. So if you don't think that's going to create some disease, you got another thing coming. And speaking of 271, this is the number of new vaccines coming out over the next 10 years. 271 vaccines. It's a lot, man. I don't even want to get into that one. Just go to the Facebook page, read that article from Green Med Info. It's eye-opening. And last but not least, then we'll take a little break here. Forbes, personalized is the future of medicine. Okay, which means, you know, that we get the whole Human Genome Project and everything else, and we can look at different genes, and we're getting to where we can put those things together pretty well. In fact, I know of a nutritional company that doesn't work with the genes, but individualizes. That's right. It's more individualized than your medicine is. How about that? Anyway, so the future of medicine is actually an individualization, which means you're going to be able to take a prick of your blood, or you're going to look at everything under several different microscopes and say, okay, these are the things that you need. from a nutritional standpoint, from an exercise standpoint, from a pharmaceutical standpoint, to work with these different codons within your coding. This way you stay healthy, your family stays healthy, your kids stay healthy, your grandkids stay healthy, all that cool stuff. So I love science whenever it's done right, and that is science done right. So there's health in the news. I'll be right back for talking about falling back into health. We're going to go over 3 steps on how to do that.
Hello, I'm Bill Glenn, CEO of the Healthy Home Company, where we're trying to make the home a healthier place to raise a family. We're a membership buying club with over 70 safe products made from all-natural, eco-certified, and toxic-free ingredients. We encourage people to go spend the most important 3 minutes of their life to find out the toxic chemicals that exist in products that we use each and every day to clean our homes, ourselves, and our children that cause us health risks. We'd like people to go in and take the toxictest.com, spend that 3 minutes, and when they type in takethetoxictest.com, type in /the truth and understand exactly what it is that you can do to make your home a healthier place to raise a family.
This is Jeff Lazarus, author of Dogtology, Live, Bark, Believe. Dogtology is about man's fanatical devotion to dog, about the belief in dog, arguably one of the most popular beliefs on earth. Dogtology is available right now on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble Select Stores, and BarnesandNoble.com, Books A Million, independent bookstores, and several airports around the country.
All right, we are back. Personal Healthcare Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves. My name is Han, because I'm flying solo today. That's right. Oh, and if you didn't know, there is a huge Star Wars movie coming out in December. If you didn't know, you know now. And if you didn't know, I don't know how you don't know, because Disney owns Star Wars now, and they're putting that thing everywhere, and it is awesome. Can you not tell I'm pumped? I'm ready for some Star Wars. And some Hunger Games, too. Man, the movie season this fall and Christmas are going to be awesome for movies, I'm telling you. So, why am I telling you this? Well, because it's fall. There's going to be some stress coming around the holidays, and one of the best ways to de-stress and get away from the stress is some really good movies. Hey, it works. Works for me anyway. Works for a lot of different people. That's why they do really good movies around the holidays, because they know that you're going to need that off time, that break time. So, fall is here. Well, it's not here yet. It's coming. It's around the bend, okay? We want to make sure that you don't fall into anything bad, okay? So we're going to talk about falling back into health right now. We're going to talk about 3 different ways, or 3 things that you need to think about for yourself. Actually, this is 3 for 3, okay? So we're going to talk about your body, we're going to talk about immune system, and we're going to talk about mental, emotional health as well, because, once again, you know, some people have seasonal affective disorder or SAD disorder, which means whenever it gets cloudy and rainy, like it usually gets in the fall time, they get kind of depressed. I'm different. I actually kind of like the rainy weather. I like it. But anyway, so there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. Mostly it's just lack of sunlight, which means lack of vitamin D. But we're going to talk about that because it is a biggie, and there's tons of emotional stress around the holidays. Men's stress and women's stress is completely different within that respect as well. We may even bring somebody on and talk about that in November. So let's start off with my specialty, which is the body. Okay, so the body for the fall, keeping yourself from falling off Pegasus and crashing and tumbling back down to earth, and the reality that is colds and flus. 3 things you gotta do. Number 1, exercise. Number 2, eat well. Number 3, rest. Those are your 3 biggies. If either one of those 3 falls off, you're going to fall off the horse, okay? We don't want you falling off, okay? I want you up here with me on Pegasus flying high, because colds and flus suck. They do. Have you ever had one? So, if you have, you're shaking your head. Yes, it was horrible. So we don't want you to have that. Even if you go get the flu shot, okay? Let's talk about the lunacy of the flu shot right quick. I'm sure somebody's going to not like this, but too bad. Okay, so you're going to go get this shot of this one thing that you think is going to keep you safe from these hundreds of things that are out there. Because every year there's 100, 150 different strains of the flu out there. Okay, they study what's going on in South America right now because it's winter down there right now, right? So they check out what the 3 top strains are. They say, okay, these are 3 bad boys. These are the ones that are getting people sick. We're going to make some inoculations against these. Well, by the time those guys come up here and cross the border illegally, yeah, I know you caught that joke. So once they cross the border and come up here to the north, well, guess what? They have mutated by then. So these 3 things that they made vaccines for to inoculate people with have already changed by the time they get up here. So is that shot really going to do a whole lot for you when there's 150 strains that could potentially get you, and you're going with 3 that have already changed by the time they get up here? Go ahead, think about the lunacy of this whole thing. Okay, now, your body has this cool thing called an immune system. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. One thing that happens whenever you exercise, your immune function increases. Okay. Also, as far as your body goes, your body's made to move. Okay, you've got a whole lymphatic system within you. The lymphatic system is what all of your immune cells and everything. That's what they float through. Okay. And if you're not moving around, you don't get to move that thing around. If it didn't move around, it gets stagnant. If it gets stagnant, you get sick pretty quickly because it doesn't really do a whole lot. It doesn't flow by itself. You got to make it flow. That's why all your muscles moving around works. That and bouncing on a trampoline. Bouncing on a trampoline is awesome for lymphatic health. Okay, if you haven't ever tried it before, do it. Or go jump some rope or walk. Walking actually by far is the best exercise in the world in the fall for helping out with immune function because it's going to reduce your stress. It's going to increase your oxygen uptake. It's going to get you moving and bouncing a little bit. Okay, so there's a little bit of vibration going up and down through your body. So your lymphatic system gets to drain. You get to clear your head of stuff. Walking is awesome. If you're not walking this fall, seriously, you need to go walk this fall. Even if it's just walking around the mall. Even though I know walking around the mall can be stressful, it's better outside because it's gonna be fall. It's gonna be cool. Okay, enjoy it. So, the main thing. Exercise, move, get some movement. Go train. Me, I like to go lift heavy stuff. That's just me. That's my thing. Go do some martial arts. Go dance. Go do something. Basically, go do something. If you're locked inside, go get you a Wii. Go get you a PlayStation. Go get you one of those gaming systems. Get some active games because they've got some awesome active games out now. Especially if you like Star Wars. Seriously, they have a Star Wars game where you get to use a lightsaber, and you're doing like Jedi battles. I'm telling you, awesome stuff. Just make sure you clear out the room because otherwise you're going to be trashing the place, which is not too awesome. Anyway, find a way to go move around. Okay, eat well. Eat well. We're talking nuts, berries, lean meats, fruits, vegetables. That stuff. If it comes in a box, don't have it. Okay, that's the main basics there, for the most part. If it came out of the ground or eats what came out of the ground, have those. All right, get them as fresh as you can get them, and rest. So you're doing all this moving around and everything. If you move too much, I didn't even talk about step out. Man, I'm a bad boy. Okay, so the American Diabetes Association, speaking of walking, they have the Step Out DFW walk. So if you need a reason to walk, how about this? How about we help stop some diabetes, okay? So November 7th. I know it's a segue. November 7th, out here in Dallas. If you want full information, go to clintfuquay.com. Sign up. Become a part of my team. Become a part of the Pegasus No Waves team, by the way, because the entire station is involved in this. Come out, go walk with us. But the best thing is, it's a 3K. It's a 5K, sorry. Not a big, long walk, okay? But you want to get yourself ready for it. So if you need a reason to walk, now you have a reason to walk. You can come out, help us, help the American Diabetes Association stop diabetes. Raise some funds, help some people, okay? You probably know one or two people that are affected by it, especially if they're taking antibiotics. But while you're doing all this stuff, rest your body. That means some active rest, that means some inactive rest, that means sleeping really well at night, that means getting your 8 hours, okay, or at least 6 hours, but you need the 8. Get some melatonin, talked about that earlier, but get your rest. Immune function, huge. Once again, exercise, helping drain the lymphatic system, feeding the system specifically for immune function. Your immune system is made up of proteins, okay? It's all protein. So if you eliminate protein from your diet, or go on a low protein diet, guess what you're doing? You are starving your immune system, which is ridiculous. So, you can do all the cleanses and flushes and stuff like that. If you want to talk about that, contact me and we'll talk you out of that lunacy until your body's ready for it, because it is rough on the system if your body's not ready for it. But feed your system. Give your body the best things possible. Use some spices, man. If you're going to cook, spice that stuff up. Grow some herbs in your garden, okay? Use the fresh, raw stuff. Herbs and spices, you have no idea how great these are for your system. That, some protein, some really good fruits and vegetables, even potatoes. People hate on potatoes, okay? I'm gonna give the white potato some love right now, because the white potato actually helps out with immune health. That's right. That evil, bad, nasty white potato helps out with immune health, and also helps out with pain issues as well, especially neurological pain issues. So, yeah, you can have some potatoes, small, tiny potatoes, on occasion, okay? They're not going to kill you. You just need to have a few tiny ones, not like this huge Texas-sized baked potato that everybody loves to chow down on. It's like 12,000 calories by itself, okay? Don't go for that huge thing. Get the little red new potatoes and stuff like that, and have 2 or 3 of those at dinner, or more, even better at lunchtime, okay? They will help out. And, of course, rest, because if you don't rest, your body can't repair itself. And if you're constantly trying to do repair on the road, imagine watching a mechanic on a car working on it while it's driving down the road. What's going to happen to that mechanic pretty soon? Yeah, you saw it. Okay, so it's not good for you. It's not good for the mechanic, okay? Let your mechanic do his job. Let your car rest for a little bit. Put it in the garage. Immune function, once again, exercise. Go jump rope. Go walk. Huge stuff there. Do some Tai Chi, whatever. And mental, emotional stuff. I should spend more time on this, but the main thing here, vitamin D is huge. The exercise, even bigger. Exercise is one of the best antidepressants in the world. And food is one of the most overutilized antidepressants in the world. So basically, if you are having some issues, increase the fat in your diet, okay? I'm talking about the good healthy fats. I'm talking about the nuts, okay? Nuts and seeds, fish oil. Pound that fish oil down. It will help you out like you have no idea, okay? With stabilizing emotional issues. And rest. Once again, some good active rest, some good active mental rest. Read a book. Watch a good movie, okay? Go paint. Do something. Either way, there's that. Fall back into health. Have a great healthy fall this year. Come out and do the Step Out DFW with me and the rest of the team here at Pegasus Netwaves. For everything else, ClintFuquay.com. Talk to you later.